So I'm in a car waiting for my daughter finishes her gymnastic class, and I got a little bit of time for myself. It's a time just for myself, and I love it. But I started thinking about, I used to feel so guilty if I wanted to take a time for myself or do something for myself. It's a strange feeling I felt, but after having my daughter, Nina, I felt like I had to do things for my family first. And then if I had extra time, I can use that time for myself. But as you know, if you're a mother taking care of your little one, you never actually find free time. There's always things to do. And on top of that, I've been working from home. So that kind of made it worse. There's no separation between work and my personal life unless I really, really put effort in trying to separate them. So I struggled quite a lot with the feeling of guilty. And I still remember the first time I went traveling, leaving my family, my daughter and my husband at home. I went 4 days in Los Angeles, my business trip, and then 6 days in Montana with my mother-in-law and sister-in-laws. And I wasn't quite sure how my mother-in-law or my sister-in-law would say, but they're like, go for it. Especially my mother-in-law, who I admire so much. She told me that it's so important for a father to have special time with his daughter. And she encouraged me to go this trip, a 10-day trip. So I did. But I made 10 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For entire time I was gone. And I even made a schedule, a kind of menu. And I even left instruction how to prepare this. And I put everything, the name and the date, and I put in a container, stored in a fridge, and some of them a freezer. And I told my husband, okay, this is a list, this is a menu, you'll be okay. And it turned out when I came back from the 10-day trip, my husband and my daughter, they even didn't finish half of the meal I prepared for them. They went out, they had fun at the restaurant, and they went to a friend's place and they had dinner there, and they just had such a great time. And I felt like, what did I do? Spending a couple days to prepare all the meals for them? I probably could have done something a little different, preparing something for myself instead of spending so much time and stressed out. I was stressed out. But I learned something. It's okay to take time for myself and enjoy that. But it turned out when I came back, I was a much nicer person. I was more relaxed. I was nicer to my husband. I was nicer to my daughter, Nina. And it was such a great moment. I felt like, wow, this is like family should feel. I still catch myself even now though, once in a while, the guilt feeling like doing something for myself. Like, oh, I should be doing this. Oh, I should be doing that. But now I know that it's not a good idea. I should not feel guilty. I should not feel that way. If I'm a happier person, I'm a happier mother, I'm a happier wife, and everybody's happy at home. So it's a win-win situation. And another thing is, I thought about my cultural background, why I felt the guilt when I wanted to do something for myself. I don't know, my upbringings, or I created in my head. But what I know now is we should be selfish, because it comes back to you. When you're selfish, doing things for yourself, you're happier, and then you can do more things for other people. It's just such a win-win situation. So we should not underestimate the importance of self-care, taking time for yourself and feel good and look good, because everybody's gonna be happy to be a person you are if you're happy, and that makes a whole world a happier place